All right, boom. Cause y'all represent the 757. Y'all represent.
Yeah,
Let us know where y'all coming from. And what about Slumland Visionaries? Because it seems like it's more than music. And I like. I know y'all do. I know y'all do like shows and y'all into more like shoot your own stuff and like that. So let us know like exactly what Slumland Visionaries is and how y'all play a part of that.
before I indulge too much in it, I still want to know, give my man the opportunity to introduce himself before I get into the whole Slumland thing.
Yeah. So yeah, step up, E-Man.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I go by E.Miller, and I'm from Suffolk, VA too. You know what I'm saying? I've been singing for all my life for real. I grew up in church, so kind of strayed away from the gospel music, but I've been been doing R&B for real. Then my homie Big Daddy Flash, he introduced me, and he put me in Slumland Visionaries actually, and then he came up with the idea of us starting a duo, and I mean that's what it's been ever since. Like, been a couple years now actually, and we finally dropped our first project last year now. So yeah, man, we just been rocking, bro.
Word. So like, let me ask you. Prior to linking up with Big Daddy Flash, and you said you were doing gospel, would you actually like writing your own music and like not saying like you don't write your music, but you understand what I'm saying? Like, would you focus as being an artist, or you was just singing because you could sing and you could sing, like doing covers and stuff like that?
Yeah, just cause I knew I could. I ain't even gonna say I strayed away. I did say I strayed away, but I ain't really mean that. Cause I'm still in church. And I play. I'm a musician at my church, but I always wrote my own stuff. And for a while, I was known as like a feature artist, like growing up in high school, and I was always on somebody else's stuff, and I didn't really have my own for. So yeah, my whole thing.
But that's good that y'all linked up now with the with 212 room 212. My fault. Because I talk through a whole call. I hold a conversation, still smoking, still coughing. So with the room 212, explain to us what that is, because that's like with group names, that name stands out right there. That's like it's like one of them names. Like, I'm trying to think of a group. It's like Outkast. It's like a phrase. It's something. It's like it's not just like it's not KC and JoJo. It's not BDF and E.Miller the singer. You know what I mean? It's not that. It's It's like what is it's mystery behind it. Like, what's this shit? What's this about? Like, you know what I mean? Who is this? Is this alternative act? Like, you don't know when you hear that name. You don't even at least mystery. But go ahead.
No, so basically what it is okay. Well, first I'm gonna talk about the Slumland part, and that's what's gonna lead to this. So, because I know you asked me about Slumland before I gave him the opportunity to introduce himself. So I apologize for jumping all around the room. I'm gonna answer your question by answering this other question, which leads into this question, if that makes sense. So, basically, Room 212, well, not Room 212, Slumland Visionariez. Basically, I assembled a team of artists who I felt as though were really, really good caliber artists and had the same ideology of making music and getting out of my city, because we all from the same city. Slumland, all of us. Now, I already had a thing before Slumland called Linden Avenue.
I remember. That's when I first linked up with you, and I seen that that's what you was moving with.
We more so with Linden Avenue now. More so, what we do is I kind of more so converted that side of it to like a videography. That's what's shooting out on video, stuff like that. That's what I'm doing with the Linden Avenue stuff. So I decided, okay, boom, I'm gonna get a new team of artists that I know serious, and I know they are probably the most talented and probably will be the easiest artists for me to work with doing what I needed to do, going with the vision that I had to get out of the slums. Cause Suffolk ain't shit but the slums, and I was trying to get up out of that bitch. So basically, I picked apart these different artists that I felt as though would best fit what I was trying to do. And I asked all of them, yo, I'm trying to do this, what y'all trying to do. And I had a few people tell me no. I had a few people tell me no and then come back. I had a few people, yeah. And then, boom, know what I'm saying? We just basically, I had the people that I got. Well, it was people before the people I got, but the people I got, we end up doing stuff. So you end up with, I end up somehow getting the whole Daydreamers, which is pretty cool. But the Daydreamers is all three of the members of, they a rap trio. They had a label themselves called DDOD. So DOD came kind of sort of and signed under Slumland, which was the label I created when I was an artist. When they came to Slumland, it's actually kind of cool because I acquired them and the Inquisitions, meaning any artists that was signed to them.
Okay.
So the Daydream was now, and I technically got Swami Soprano. We all a part of the same team now. And then I really, because I'm kind of like skipping around on people, but E.Miller actually was one of the first artists that I was able to get, which I'm still, that's why to this day, I'm still glad he the only R&B artist that's up here other than myself, but I don't count. I'm a rap nigga. So I'm still glad he the only artist.
You got a nice little stool with what you do because you got a nice little stool with you doing because you could put that, like, you versatile, you could jump on any type of song. Like, I was sending you shit that was, feel me, that I never even heard you on. You going up there and you delivering. So that means that you are overall, you're overall well artist, like you're a well-rounded artist. You're not just in no box. Like, you're not just sticking to R&B. And I like a lot of the 90s era songs that you be doing too, but I'm gonna wait till we get to the Room 212 songs, because I'm a little aged myself, so I like that type of era. But yeah, I want y'all to get into what does Room 212 stands for, and what does it mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So I'm like, glad, you know what I'm saying, we picked up these Inquisitions, we did whatever we did, you know what I'm saying, now we got what we got. So Slumland basically is now filled with Lennon Avenue, Room 212, and DDOD / the Daydreamers. Then we got a producer named Elijah Harris. So Room 212 now, on the man to man. Room 212, back when I was out and fooling around in life, I was up in the hotel room, and the room number was Room 212, and there was a lot going on. I mean, that's all I can say about it. So basically, really, like, when I did my first lead singing R&B record that I released. I had a whole bunch of songs that I kind of like monotone song, background vocal, but my first lead singing R&B song I released was my song Tonight, which I know you know it. Tonight. Yeah. That was the first song. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go out here and sing. So came out with Tonight. Know what I'm saying? Really working on it. And I had two options between putting another artist I had in mind, E.Miller. Decided to go with E.Miller. Know what I'm saying? Glad I did that. I feel as though that was a wonderful addition to the record. Know what I'm saying? Did that. And then and actually that was before he was with Slumland, which is crazy. But that was before Slumland, before Room 212. It was just that's why when I released it, it was Big Daddy Flash featuring E.Miller. Like it don't know Room 212 at that time.
It's on the Summer Nights, right?
Yeah, it's on Summer Nights.
Yeah.
So then know what I'm saying, me and him started touching bases more. We got closer. The whole Slumland thing happened. Know what I'm saying? We got real tight. We started doing shows and stuff together, performing at places. And then I started working on the next record, which was Cinderella. I don't know if you really remember Cinderella. It's more like an up-tempo. I don't want to say that.
Summertime shit though. It's on.
Yeah. It's like some summertime. So that's when I came up with Cinderella. And if you listen to Cinderella, because Room 212 still technically wasn't a thing yet. It was just talked about. But in the beginning of Cinderella, when it come on, you hear me say, Room 212! Like, it's me trying to incorporate it, but it's still technically not a thing yet.
But you branded it, yeah.
Right, yeah. So, basically, when we started talking about doing our duo thing, we didn't really have a definite name. And that's when I was like, Room 212. Boom, boom, room.
And I like how y'all incorporate that. I like how y'all incorporate that through the original album, not the soundtrack, but I love the soundtrack, and I like how y'all did it with the red and blue too, man. So y'all definitely played off with that, and y'all, yeah. So you know, I already told y'all, the Slumland Visionaries should, you know, make a movie of that. Still, like, you know what I mean. Even though the soundtrack is out, the soundtrack is just to give people what they want right away. You know what I mean? Because it's especially if you try to get right to the album, I gotta listen. Especially if you try to get right to the album, I gotta listen to y'all talk for like, you know, like a minute and 30 seconds before we get to the next song. Like, so,
Hey, and we thought about it because we wanted people to just hear it for what it was, as far as what we did with making the entire album. Like, we tried to make it our best as we could as like a movie.
Yeah.
So when you listen, like, I came up with the whole plot of it, and like, yeah, we're gonna do this here, this. But if it weren't for him putting these sounds together, putting the sounds where they needed to be, like, he made everything I had as an idea into an image. He made it an image with sounds. I just made it.
He definitely brought that R&B sound to, like, man, like, I'm talking about like industry sound quality, right. R&B singing, like, you know what I mean, like, for real, like, damn, you hear this shit on the radio, like. Or you should.
He made it.
Oh no, because I got more questions too though. But I wanna let you go ahead with the room 212.
Oh man.
Because I was gonna ask y'all, like, I mean, like, what y'all sound and what y'all doing. Y'all creating industry level music. But y'all doing Slumland Visionary, so would y'all prefer music industry or continue to grow as independent, and you grow as the CEO of Slumland Visionaries?
Well, I don't. I can give you.
I mean, like, well, not like as far as like you, but as far as like you, y'all growing as an independent company overall, other than signing a deal. Because what y'all got right now is it's a work, and a label will look at that right now. So do y'all push it yourself because y'all created the sauce from scratch?
Yeah.
So that's what I was asking, like, because you know, it's like industry or like, because I like what y'all doing and how you talk about how you grind it. You still wanna nurture that and turn that to a real diamond. Like, I mean, because like right now, because a label could come right now and just sign y'all to, but if you grow and building and they come in and now it's like $10 million, $100 million for the whole squad, and you know what I mean.
And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. We did a show in. I always pronounce this shit wrong. And I always pronounce it wrong though. But some days I say Riley, some days I say Raleigh. I don't even be giving a damn. No, I'm saying, but we did a show there. Like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, really, almost. And it was a dude actually. He signed the Universal Music Group, but he be signing himself. And he was actually, we performed, and he pulled me to the side after we performed, and he tried to sign me and him on the spot.
Word. But right there on the spot, like on some shit like. Like on some shit like right now, like what do you was coming at y'all? Like, you gonna sign y'all for the songs y'all was doing?
We only perform one record.
Oh, y'all perform one record. Cause you know they come in and be like, yo, we want that song. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean. Like, if you go independent, y'all already making them hits, like.
Right, and that's what we saying though. So even though we starting our label,
yeah.
And my like I said, I'm real interested on how he feel about that too. But for me, it's like, I want to be so good. I think like Master P when it comes to shit like this.
Yes.
I want my shit to sound so good that you come to me and offer me $1 million for it. If you gonna offer me $1 million, that means I know for a fact I can make at least 6.
Yeah.
Because if you gonna offer me $1 million, that means that you feel as though you can flip that $1 million to make $5 million.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you can make $5 million off of my shit, I can make 6 off of it.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying, because what y'all building is, y'all at this point in y'all careers and how y'all doing it, y'all making some shit right now, and y'all only could, you know, grow and produce better shit, like, you know what I mean? And y'all making timeless music. In my fact, like, this is something that can get played 5 years from now. I mean,